By the Bay. This was just blooming today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It bloomed just in time to make this too. So this is my Strawberry Delight rose that I have growing in our yard organically, and I take the leaves and I dehydrate them on a low temperature. I've been gathering, I only have one rose bush, so I've been gathering the petals for the past 2 years and dehydrating them and infusing them in some gorgeous oil here. So tonight we're making a Magnesium MsM body lotion with all kinds of goodies. Ooh, I love this. It's so pretty, and look at that. It starts off all white. It starts to open up, and then it turns into the strawberry around the edges. It's so beautiful. So I'm gonna put it in some water. Grab some water for it. Give my flower a drink. My little bumblebee face. So, okay. This is what I've been up to. This is what I've been getting ready to do something special. It's a lavender and rose body lotion. Now, I'm out of lotion right now for my Magnesium and MsM, and this is something I've been looking forward to making for quite some time. And so it has distilled water, and in the distilled water, I added my magnesium flakes, my MsM powder. I've got my Arnica flowers and some rose flowers in here. So that was brought to temperature and has been simmering for some time now, and it's cooled down at about almost room temperature. And so this has been infusing for over 6 months. And so I've already added my oils to my pot. And this is the hemp seed oil, jojoba oil, emulsifying wax, the soft and silky, stearic acid. And so that was melted all together on a low temperature. And then I added my infusion of the rose petals in the oil. And then over here is our measurements of our vitamin E, our glycerin, lavender essential oil. And to enhance the rose fragrance, I have rose geranium by Nurture. So this phthalate-free, paraben-free fragrance oil is in there to help enhance the rose smell and scent. And we've got the lavender, and we've got our Optifin preservative. And what else goes in here? Oh yes, so there's the jojoba. There's also apricot oil. All these are great for your skin. And it's super moisturizing. And what it does is I have printed out like a benefits of topical MsM. Now this is something you can get as a supplement and take it internally. I did not notice any difference after a couple of months of even taking high doses of MsM internally, and my naturopath and everybody had recommended I do it topically because transdermally it'll get into your blood system faster, since your skin is the largest organ that you have, and it will be absorbed by your body and readily used. So here's some of the benefits that when you search Google, it tells you that it boosts collagen and keratin. It's anti-inflammatory, helps detox skin cells. It's good for arthritis, osteoarthritis, degenerative joints. Helps form connective tissue and repair joints, tendons, and ligaments. May relieve pain, swelling from inflammation and arthritis. It accelerates healing by increasing the ability of the body to eliminate waste products at a cellular level. That's amazing. And guess what? MsM is a plant-based sulfur, so it's all natural. So the other thing is when you Google and look up topical benefits of magnesium, here's what we come up with. Improved sleep, less stress and anxiety, which we all could use. reduction in muscle soreness, decreased inflammation, cellular detoxification, enhanced cognitive function, reduction in headaches and migraines, good for bone health, good for heart health, and it supposedly helps lower your blood pressure. And so I'm not making any claims about the lotion that I'm making other than sharing what I found on Google, and that I use it every night personally. I've got all kinds of itises and things like that, and I had some accidents, so I've got problems with my neck and shoulders, and I've got neuropathy and a lot of things going on in my legs and feet, so I have a lot of pain and things like that every night. And I do make a body butter of this, but a lot of people wanted it as a lotion, and I have for a long time stayed away from trying to make lotions because I was scared to death of them. But as long as you make sure everything's sanitary, sanitized, washed, bleached, bathed, and everything, which all this here has been sanitized, including all of the jars, lids, and bottles and things like that, and my little stick thing. So what you do is, or what I did is I heated up my oils, and I think it's warm enough. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to strain this into here. So this was my, I had my infused oil of the roses. Some of that was in here. And then this is my Magnesium MsM Arnica flowers and more rose petals. And I heated it up. And I'm going to strain it in here. This is a very fine strainer, so hopefully no little flower seeds are in here. Trying to grow some Arnica and Calendula in my garden this year. That's the first time for me, so that would be really lovely. I would love to be able to grow some of this. I've got my gloves on. I'm just gonna, I did pre-measure this, so I want to make sure I get every drop of this in here. Put this over here. Strain a little bit more in. See if I can get it and scoop it out. Probably a little bit early for y'all that are coming home from work to catch me live, but that's okay. You guys can watch this later and comment below and ask questions. I find the Arnica very helpful. I had found an over-the-counter lotion that had MsM and magnesium and Arnica, and it really does help with pain. And I've been having a lot of nerve pain lately since I ran out of this, and I've been using a different lotion and not working the same. Just doesn't work the same. So we're back in the kitchen again. And pretty sure I didn't get anything in there. So what we're going to do, now that that's in there, we're going to zip that up, kind of like when you're making soap. You want to use an immersion blender. Feels like I'm making soap. And it's this gorgeous, gorgeous green and golden yellow color. It's beautiful. And I see a leaf in here, so I'm going to grab it really quick. There we go. I knew I thought one fell through. Sneaky bugger. So as this mixes up and cools down, it will become lotion. want to make sure it's mixed up really good. Oh, it's so beautiful. Hopefully, I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably not. So you want to keep kind of mixing this up as it cools down until it's almost a lotion. And you want to make sure these are about 120 degrees each, which I had already just checked it before I went live. So they do need to be the same temperature and not too hot. And I do need some cool water for this. Grab my big bowl. Drop everything over here that you can't see. It's a tiny kitchen. What can I say? All right, I'm going to grab my bowl and some cold water. Let's see if I can't. Because if I bring you to my sink, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to put this in the cool water. Hopefully we'll get somewhere soon. Grab a couple of ice cubes. These work better. These little ice packs work just like ice cubes. I'm just trying to create an ice bath. There we go. So I can cool it down and blend it. That looks such a glitz tonight. So I hope everybody's having a good week. Almost the middle of the week. We got our front yard all cleaned up for spring, and now we're trying to get the backyard cleaned up. And we had some damage to some of our plants from the fog and damp, and a little bit of a little cold front came and hit us, and really kind of affected my dill and my basil. So hopefully they'll snap out of it. I think I see another petal. Nope, I don't. I'm just seeing stuff. It's a bubble. Can't smell anything yet because I need to add my glycerin, my vitamin E, my preservative, my lavender, and my rose geranium. That was the one other stuff that I was missing that I needed to add. I'm like, something's not quite right. I'm missing something. As much of a pain it seems to make lotion because of all the sterilizing It's such a nice product. It's totally worth it. Because we have a tiny kitchen and everybody's always trying to cook. So for me to do this, everybody's got to get the heck out of the kitchen. It's all got to get wiped down and sterilized, and I got to do this, and then we can cook afterwards. So it's a process. And it's turning like this. As you saw, it was like a darker green. It is turning into a lighter, creamy color. And it smells lovely. It smells like my beautiful rose hair with some lavender. It smells gorgeous. I'm so excited to use this tonight. I'm going to sleep like a baboon. Still waiting for it to cool down a little bit more. We're not quite there yet. It's still kind of runny. Not like soap. You do want to pour it before it gets too thick, because if you want to pour it into any kind of a bottle like this, you'll have no hope of getting it in if you wait too long. So I think we are almost there. Almost there. See a leaf. It got you. Okay. I think we're good. This is a very luxurious cream. Very hydrating, very moisturizing. Goes on the skin like, I'd like to say like butter. It just melts right into your skin. It's awesome. So when I start to see it almost coat the side of the pan, it's almost when it's ready to pour, believe it or not. So almost there. It takes so much longer if you don't do the cold water bath, that's for sure. You'll be waiting probably. I mean, you could probably walk away and come back to it and remix it every now and then, but I like to get something done and be done with it and then go relax for the evening. If you go onto my Etsy shop at Beccas By The Bay, you'll notice if you do order the body butter, it's the same strength as this. The only difference is that this one is going to have 50% water or distilled water added to it to make it the lotion. And that's why the body butter costs more, is because it's all those oils and butters, and there's a lot of them. Whereas half of this is distilled water. So it cuts the cost down for those that are wanting a lotion and not a body butter. And sometimes it's nicer to have a lotion in the summertime. I'm starting to really like it, so I'm almost pretty much using this one all the time. But occasionally I do use my my body butter on my feet or my shoulders. That helps a lot with the pain that I have. And you can always add your own essential oils to this. You could always add some oils in and mix it up. The copaiba is one that I use that helps with the nerve pain. It's super concentrated, so I only add a little bit. Almost there, folks. Almost there. We are almost there. And it is getting much lighter. It's starting to coat the back of this a little bit. So I'm probably almost there. As it starts to thicken up a little bit, that's when I want to pour it. I'm getting pretty close. So that's what it looks like. It's getting very like a creamy yellow, I guess. It's really pretty. Let's take this out. Take this out of the pot so I don't drip all over the place. Put this over here in the sink. It's processed. It's processed. We're almost there. I'm gonna put this here so it doesn't drip when I lift the pan up. Now I can show you a little bit better. So that's what it's looking like. It's a beautiful color. It smells gorgeous. And I don't even, these are 8-ounce bottles. I'm not going to weigh them. I'm just going to fill them up to the top. And that is a generous amount to put in there. So hopefully I can pour. I definitely fill these more than the 8 ounces. So if you're ordering the 8-ounce bottle, it is full to the max. There's more. Lotion's hard for me because lifting this pan is very hard for me on my shoulders and my neck. So this maybe happens once a month. And I had sprayed the 91% rubbing alcohol inside the bottles as well to sterilize them. Next, oops, messy, I'm messy. This is probably, we'll see how well this does. I think this smells amazing. I think this is going to be an awesome, awesome seller for spring. I do have lavender growing in the yard. It doesn't seem to blossom very much here, and I don't know if that's because it's so hot down here. Maybe lavender needs, like, you know how lavender grows in France? Maybe it needs like a cooler climate to blossom. I don't get very many blossoms on my lavender plants, but they do smell pretty. And they're supposed to help with flies and mosquitoes, so I have a couple of different lavender plants and citronella. And then these will get all wiped down again on the outside with rubbing alcohol to clean them all up, and then labeled. And then they'll be up on Etsy probably tomorrow. Do need some for myself as well. Oops, that one's overfull. Okay, I overdid that one. Yeah. So I've got some small ones too. And I may just have to make another batch tomorrow. Tar this out. Oops, turn it on. Turn it on, turn it on. That's charred out. There. Now these are 4-ounce jars down below, but they pretty much can be filled by weight up to like 5 ounces on a lotion. So this is going to be, yeah, we're almost at 5 ounces. This way. There. Messy, messy. I'm going to pour the rest in a jar for me tonight, and I will make more tomorrow, I guess. That way I at least have some tonight for myself. So this was a double batch. I was hoping it would make more than that. I wasn't quite sure how much it was going to make. That was pretty good. I got 8 8-ounce bottles and 2 5-ounce ones. I'm too tired to mess with this more tonight, so I will do another one tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to finish cleaning up here. And I will see you guys in the next video. And I will put all the links down below. If you're new here, hit that like, share, and subscribe. And go check out the Etsy shop and see what's there. There's lots of cool stuff there in stock. And you do get a free mini soap with each purchase. And if you want a custom order, just message me and I can hook you up with whatever we got going on here. So I will see you guys all in the next one. Have a good night.